Well, it would be really, really good if we just won the Copa del Rey and, had some good momentum going into the last 6 games of the season. Wouldn't it? Yeah, well, that didn't happen. Welcome in to Livestreams Sports here for another episode of Glory Hunter on Football Manager 22. Still with Villarreal. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss an episode. And if you miss the last one, go and check it out. We're doing a kind of La Liga title run-in here. It's very, very close at the top of the La Liga table between ourselves, Barcelona and Real Madrid. So if you've missed the last few, go and check them out so you don't miss a thing. So you know exactly where we are. We've got 6 games left over the next 3 episodes. It should be very, very exciting indeed. We have played Copa del Rey final since the last episode. I told you I wasn't going to show you it because we've already won the Copa del Rey. So for the Glory Hunter, we don't need it. And it was actually a very interesting game. We lost 4-3 in the end. We played a fully rotated side, so our second strength 11 nearly managed to go and get us a win in the Copa del Rey final. The whole way through the Copa del Rey, we played a second strength team and they nearly managed to win the cup. Not bad from them, but we did lose 4-3. So that means we have lost quite a few games in our, something like 3 of our last 4 games we've lost, which is very disappointing. However, if we're going to have a look at the competitions, you can see we are just 1 point off Barcelona, level on points with Real Madrid, and we play today, as do Real Madrid, I want to say. Do they play today? Yes, they play against Cadiz, but they play later on today. So we play first so we can set the points on the board. A win against Almeria is almost a necessity at this stage. We've lost to Sevilla. We've lost to Atletico Madrid. We still have games against Almeria and Valencia to play. We need to make sure and win those tougher games in the rest of the season. So hopefully we can do that today. Almeria, look, that -6 goal difference up in 7th place. We're plus 52. Come on, surely we can do it. A nice victory would be very much appreciated. There is one thing to mention, and that is that Marco Carnesecchi has got himself injured with fractured ribs. He's going to be out for the next 10 days to 3 weeks. So he's going to miss the next 3 to 5 games, depending how long he's out for, which would be very, very frustrating, seeing as our backup goalkeeper is Jorgensen. And when you look at how good/bad he is, he's not very good at all. Yeah, hopefully we don't have to rely on him too much today. We do also have a suspension to Pau Torres to deal with in this one, so this is the team we're going to go with in today's game. Jorgensen in goal, Koundé and Thielmann the centre-back partnership, Yarintsev on the right, Zinchenko on the left, Komperberg, Menini in midfield, Demir, Esposito and Moroni the front three. You can see the average ratings have not been great in recent games. That's because we've lost them. Hopefully we'll win this one. That's the hope anyway. Let's try not to rely on our goalkeeper too much. He's not always been our second choice keeper. We do have a very young Romanian goalkeeper, but he's out on loan getting experience because we didn't think we would need a backup goalkeeper this season. We didn't need it last year. And typically, as it got to the business end of the season here, we've lost our first choice goalkeeper, which is very, very frustrating indeed. But hopefully we can still manage to win this game against Almeria. Remember, Almeria, I should say, lost their manager, Diego, who took the Liverpool job that we had applied for. I just looked at our form there. 1 win in the last 5 games, 4 losses in there. Not good. But Diego, who was Almeria's manager, who got them all the way up this fantastic position for them in the league, he's now the Liverpool manager, and he got the job instead of us. So there's a little bit of rivalry between us and Diego, but Diego's now left Almeria, so maybe we could take out our anger on his old side. Let's see what happens here. 13 minutes in, we had a missed free kick from Esposito, but we've now got the ball again, and Demir's in behind the defence here. He hits it. It's a good save from Schluger. It looks like that name is of the goalkeeper in the Almeria goal, as a corner kick happens. Zinchenko swings it into the front post, and it's cleared away. So we play before Real Madrid and Barca, so we could go top of the table with a victory today, and we really, really hope we can do that. Demir down the right-hand side, ball into the middle. Esposito heads it back, and Menini nearly got himself a goal, but was scrambled away by the Almeria defence. And now there's a chance for Almeria on the breakaway. Samuel on this right-hand side. Can he swing the ball into the middle? He gets forced out. Zinchenko challenges him. I'm surprised that was not a card, but it is a free kick near the corner flag for Almeria, cleared away by Demir. That should be the end of the highlight. Throw in from the left. Almeida still not having a shot yet, which is good for us, since we've got Jorgensen in goal. But here could be their first shot. Zalewski, I think is how you probably pronounce that. A good save from Jorgensen. His first one he was called upon today, and it was a good one. Thankfully, he held onto the ball quite nicely. Thielman won that header, and Esposito has it now. And Zinchenko's in acres of space on this left-hand side. He drives at the defence, finds Menini. Back to Zinchenko. Can he cross this ball in? He does indeed. Esposito flicks it on at the front post, off the top of the bar. 25 minutes gone. We've had loads and loads of chances here as Zinchenko puts in that free kick, and it's headed over. Goodness me, we really should be ahead. We've had so many chances. This is the sort of game that you imagine Almeida could just break away and manage to get a goal, especially against our backup goalkeeper, Demir. Ball in behind for Maroni. He's got to finish. He scuffed that horrendously wide. That must have been at least 2 or 3 yards wide of the goal. And we've had double-digit shots in this first half, and we're still not winning. This is going to be a very frustrating day for us, isn't it? We're going to change our attacking mentality. If we dominate this game, we've got to go and get ourselves some goals. As we reach half-time, it's 0-0 in a game we should really be, what, 2-3 goals ahead in, really? I'm just saying that keep working hard as a team. I don't know, is that the right thing to say in this situation? As the game continues, and we're going to have to demand more from this team because we should be winning this game. Throw in for Almeida on their right-hand side. And Maroni has won this ball back. Fantastic for the pressing forward. He reaches the byline, plays it back to Menini. Esposito. Comper hits it. What a goal for Kenny Comper. Not known for his goal scoring ability. You know, he's a centre back and defensive midfield player. But what a strike from him from the edge of the box. It all came from Maroni there. Pressing the defender, winning the ball back, reaching the byline, back to Menini and Esposito, and Comper just in acres of space, curls it into that top corner. We lead 1-0. I'm going to go back to a positive mentality now. And we hopefully can push on here and get a couple more. Menini with it now. Back to Comper. It's all the way back to Koundé. And Koundé drives forward now. Only one man left at the back. But Yurinsev finds Demir. The ball comes across. Esposito unmarked to the back post. Gets a goal assisted by Demir. We lead 2-0. And that's making me a little bit more comfortable here. An assist for Esposito earlier on. And now a goal for him here. Koundé drove past his man there. And Yurinsev in acres of space found Demir, who reached the byline, and no one marks Esposito, who just knocks it in with his head at the back post, and we are currently top of the table. Zinchenko into the front post. Koundé heads it over. Lots and lots of chances. Very exciting for us here. But I say we lead at the top of the table at the moment. That's the most important thing. Koundé with another header, and it comes off the frame of the goal. It's the sort of game we really should be scoring more. I say this all the time in these games, and we end up normally throwing something away. I hope it doesn't happen here. Samuel plays the ball in, but we intercept it. Esposito has it now. And Menini switches the play to Demir. Can he get past that left back there? He's got lots of pace, does Demir. Down the right-hand side. Back to Yurinsev and Berg now. And Yurinsev and Comper, and we recycle this play. And we go to the left now. We will. Esposito's in behind his man. Can he cut the ball back? He finds Zinchenko. Over to Menini and Berg. And back to Comper. And Berg now, out to Yurinsev, the men in the middle, can he find them? Esposito heads that one in. It's his 14th goal of the season, it says. I'm sure he might have scored more than that, but I'm sure there's something wrong with those stats in the game. I think a lot of folk have said that, but a fantastic headed finish for him. Again, the goal coming down that right-hand side. This time it's Yurinsev and not Demir with the cross in. It's a good ball across the face of goal, and Esposito just has to just flick that ball in. Lovely goal, and there's 20 minutes to go, and we'll make some changes now. Demir can come off, we'll bring on Quinton out there, and Kwame to come on the left-hand side. Sorry, Esposito, I know you're on a hat-trick, but we need to keep you fresh. We'll bring off Menini as well, and bring on Lorenzo Pellegrini, a triple substitution with 20 minutes to go. And we'll just encourage the team. And they don't appear to be very happy with that encouragement. Well, that was not positive. Throw in from Almeida there on that far side. 3 minutes added time yet to play. Francisco switches the play out to Visa. There's only had 3 shots from Almeida so far in the game. And Kouame heads that one away, and Mata will collect it. Plays it across the back line now. It's going to be another chance for us. I thought maybe Almeida were going to have a goal there, and we could see Jorgensen in the goal as they've got the ball now. All the way out to the left back here in Bard. Can he put the ball in the middle? He finds Visa. And that's back to Shashoa. And it's a good strike wide of the goal, though. And it looks like with 30 shots to their 3, we're going to dominate this game. 1-3-0, more than deserved, I'd say. And it puts us top of the table. And are Real Madrid or Barcelona going to drop points? If they do, it means we'll stay there after this round of fixtures. But let's see what happens. There's a couple of games later tonight, including the Real Madrid one, if I remember correctly. They are starting at 10 o'clock, and they've won against Cadiz 2-0, so they get level on points with us. Barcelona play tomorrow, so we'll let you know how they get on in their game, and then we'll come back for our game against Celta Vigo on Saturday, which is an early goal for us, or an early game, I should say. Normally we play on a Sunday, but instead it's going to be on the Saturday, and this is the screen we want to see, isn't it? The title race heads to the wire, and you can see who everyone still has to play up against. Barcelona play against Eibar today, and once they've done that, they've got 18th place Cadiz, 13th Bilbao, 15th Espanyol, and then tough finish to the season against Atletico Madrid and Sevilla. Real Madrid, 13th Bilbao, Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, Espanyol and Almeria. A very similar run-in to Barcelona, except they have Almeria instead of Cadiz. And we probably have the easiest out of anybody. Celta Vigo, Malaga, Leganes, Valencia and Osasuna. We have 3 of the bottom 5 in the league to play. Oh, we really should win this from this stage, shouldn't we? Imagine Real Madrid will drop points to at least Atletico, Sevilla or Almeria there. You'd have imagined that Barcelona would maybe drop points against Sevilla or Atletico. If we can win every game, I imagine we will win the league. That's going to be so tight. And Barcelona beat Eibar as expected, I suppose, so they go top of the table. 3 wins for the top 3 there. Means nothing has changed as we go into our second game of the episode up against Celta Vigo. We are set for a record points haul. We have scored 77 so far this season. Our record is 78, so I imagine we will beat that unless we fall apart. And also, most wins in the season is 24. We've already matched that, so long as we win at least one more game between now and the end of the year, we are going to beat that record, and I imagine we'll beat the record for points as well. There's a chance we can do it. Atletico Madrid are 10 games unbeaten, so I suppose it's not too bad that we lost to them, but they were down to 10 men, so we would have liked to have beaten them in that game all those games ago. So we'll play this whole weekend's fixtures. We play first against Celta Vigo, then Real Madrid play against Bilbao later tonight, and then Barcelona are away to Cadiz. So I say we'll play all those games, and we'll see where we sit after 34 games, with 4 games to go in the season. Let's see the team we're going to pick for this game against Celta Vigo. Karnasec is still out injured, so Jorgensen keeps his place in goal. Koundé and Torres form their partnership again at the back. Thielmann has pushed forward to replace Komper in that defensive midfield position. Yarintsev and Zinchenko stay at wing-back. Berg and Magnini and central midfield. Demir, Esposito either side of Moreni. You're kind of getting used to those front 3, certainly, or almost those front 5. The only thing that often changes, I suppose, is who plays at right back for us. And if we have to sort the defence because of suspension, defensive midfield rotates a little bit, but basically this team almost picks itself. It would pick itself a lot better if it wasn't for the fact that we had to play Jorgensen in goal. I have a feeling this is going to come back to bite us, having to have a backup goalkeeper in goal for one of these games. I really am. So again, it's good we get to play first, we get to set the pace, we get to hopefully go top of the table, and that's what we'll look to do today with a victory over Celta Vigo. We are away from home, but hopefully we can get the victory. Zinchenko early on down this left hand side, plays it into Menini, and back to Zinchenko, and ball in Esposito, nearly gets a heady goal 20 minutes into the game. Corner kick from Zinchenko into the front post. It is headed away, but Zinchenko will get to this ball and plays it back into Torres, and Torres finds Berg, and over to Koundé, and out to Yarintsev in acres of space. Can he cross the ball over now? He finds Demir. No, he doesn't. He found the defender, and that was launched away, and Koundé collects the ball, finds Thielmann. Demir finds Yarintsev, switches the play toward Esposito. Can he cross this ball back over? He finds Menini with it, who hits. It's a great save for the goalkeeper. Back into Moronier, and is that a foul? It looks like it's a foul. We're going to get a penalty kick 3 minutes into this one. I thought Demir might have been offside when he collected the ball, but not to be the case, and it has indeed been awarded as a penalty. Esposito will step up to take it. He's missed his last 2. I think his last 2 penalties he's missed. Can he finish this one? Yes, he can. And we lead 1-0 early on in this game, and that's a great start for us. We had lots and lots of chances, and thank goodness we've taken one. I say, I'm sure Esposito's definitely missed his last penalty and might have missed his last 2. He had not been in great form from the penalty spot, but he scored one there, and it's a highlight straight from the kickoff. Are Celta Vigo going to go and get themselves an equaliser, or can we go and get ourselves a second goal in this game? Yarintsev's given away a penalty. Oh my goodness me, we've exchanged penalties in the first 5 minutes of this game. He's checking VAR, but we know it's a penalty. And Vigo have got a chance to bring this game back to 1-1. Wow. Can Jorgensen, our backup keeper, keep this penalty out? No, he can't, as Navarro. That's a great penalty from him. And 2 minutes into the game, and 2 penalties. 2 minutes? No. 2 penalties scored within 2 minutes of each other. 5 minutes into the game. Absolutely ridiculous start to this game. Wow. We've got the ball at the back. Pau Torres comes away with it. Finds Thielmann and out to Zinchenko. He's in some space, but he finds Esposito and Menini. Back to Zinchenko now. And they're going to try going the other way now as Torres comes forward. He says, why not? I'll run with the ball. Finds Berg. He comes forward. And Yarintsev on the overlap. Back to Berg. Can he put the ball in the middle? He does. Esposito heads it. And he goes. There we go. 2 goals for Esposito in the first 10 minutes of the game. Such a common thing for us. Going down the right-hand side, crossing the ball in, and Esposito getting a headed goal at that back post. It's outstanding. He just about loses his man, Esposito, there. And the keeper had no idea what he's doing. And we lead 2-1. But a highlight straight from kickoff. Again, the last time this happened, we gave away a penalty to Celta Vigo. Let's see what happens this time round. As it comes down the right-hand side of them, Jorgensen will collect this one quite comfortably. And imagine we'll roll that out to Torres. He does. And Torres will come forward again. He really created that last one with his fantastic run. He's got another run going here. Torres finds Esposito. We go down the left now. Finds Menini. And over to Maronier. Back to Esposito, who curls. And he nearly got a hat-trick inside 12 minutes. Corner kick from Zinchenko. It's headed away. But Zinchenko will collect the ball again, and it finds Kunde. Will he just hit this one? He gets fouled in the box, does he? They're checking for another penalty. It didn't look like a penalty to me, but he's going to go and have a look at the VAR monitor. My initial thought is no penalty. Let's see what VAR say, though, as he's at the monitor. It's a long check, this one. He comes back onto the field of play. What does he say? No penalty. I agree it's not a penalty, so I'm glad that Football Manager see the same thing as I did, because it looked like a perfectly good challenge. I'm not quite sure why Kunde fell over so much. We're only 18 minutes in. There's been so many chances. And here comes another one. Esposito flicks that ball on, but Gumne keeps that in play. And now the ball's launched long. Zinchenko should deal with that, though, when he does. And Torres, will he come forward again? No. Plays the ball now to Thielmann. And Zinchenko can come forward. He's in some space on the left-hand side. Forward to Esposito. He gets past his man. Menini, fantastic. Can we get the ball into the middle? Menini plays the ball in. Berg with a header. It's in the goal. That looked like it was going over, but it's obviously come off the underside of the bar. Fantastic from us there. The 2 central midfielders combining together. This is what happens in this tactic. We get one midfielder peeling off to one side and one getting in the box to help with the attack, and Berg heads that. Oh, the keeper got a hand to it, and then it just snuck into the goal. That was a poor one to concede for Celta Vigo, but we do lead 3-1 now. Half an hour gone in this game. Very exciting. Yarintsev with the ball on the right-hand side for us now. He crossed the ball in, and it was cleared away, but Zinchenko plays it back, and we can recycle the play. Zinchenko finds Berg, who's wide on the right-hand side, into Yarintsev. Ball in the middle. Maroni hits it. That's just wide of the goal. Nearly a fourth. And this exhilarating first half has nearly come to a close, but there is going to be one more highlight to come here as Thielmann clears the ball away, and Maronier plays it toward Demir, but the defender of Celta Vigo did win the ball back, and he's in behind here. Mendes, good save from Jorgensen. Tell you what, just a couple of those a game will be useful enough for us when he's covering for Carnesecchi. We've had a lot of shots on target. I'm very happy, indeed I am. I will continue playing this second half. Jorgensen doing well as a backup there. When he was called upon, gets the saves when we need them, and Pau Torres will collect this ball from that corner kick. Kunde plays it back to Esposito and Menini, and Esposito now finds Zinchenko's wide on the left-hand side into Menini, but it's instead cleared by the defender. And Pau Torres will chest that one down, and he'll advance through the middle of the field here, finds Menini and Esposito and Maronier, and what a finish from Maronier. They're not going to check for offside. It didn't look like he was offside. Come on, ref. What a goal that was. You cannot chalk that one off for offside. And indeed they haven't, I'm guessing, as I'm getting to see the replay. Pau Torres finds Menini, and it's lovely. Into Maronier, and what a strike into that top corner. And we lead 4-1 now. This should be a comfortable victory now, thankfully. Half an hour to go, and we'll probably make some changes. We brought Sanchez on at left back, we've got Vitina on in midfield, and we've got Kouame on for Demir as well for the last half hour. Let's see how we get on as Yarintsev throws the ball in. And Vitina tried to find Maronier, but Sarr has the ball. And the ball's launched long, but Torres will deal with it, and Kunde finds Vitina. And can we come forward? Are we going down this right-hand side? Kouame cuts in field, and Menini has it, finds Esposito. Zinchenko was there on the overlap. No, it's not. It's Manu Sanchez now, not Zinchenko. Vitina, wide right into Kouame. It's off the post. It bounces about, and it's just about cleared away. And even with the changes we made, we're still a dominant side in this game. The expected goals suggested should be a little bit closer than it was, but I would disagree with those expected goals. Basically, 0.7 of those are from the penalty kick from Celta Vigo. If it wasn't for that penalty, they would not be in this game at all. Throw in for us deep in the Celta Vigo half here. Manu Sanchez ball in. Kouame. Maronier. It is a goal for Jimmy Maronier. He's got 2 in this one now. I thought Kouame was going to do one of his trademark headed finishes at the back post. Just going to switch from where he normally does it. But instead the ball got flicked on to Maronier and it was a goal. Kouame heads it down to Maronier, who tucks that in. The keeper doesn't even try to dive to save it. And we are going to comfortably win this one. And this is going to help our goal difference out a lot. Let's see if we can get another one. Manu Sanchez with it now. What's he going to do? Go down the left-hand side. He finds Marini. And the ball's played back to Thielman. Is he going to hit this? He does from a long way out. And goodness me, that was nearly a goal like Compers in the last match. And we win that game 5-1. Outstanding. Fantastic play from us there. 27 shots of there, 9, 15 on target. And XG just short of 3 feels a bit harsh. I think we had a lot more chances than the XG suggests there. But it was a good victory for us. And that goal difference actually does help us. I'm not quite sure when 3 of us are all together. I know it goes to results between teams, but once we are all together, does it still include results between teams? Or does it just go straight to goal difference when there's multiple teams competing with each other for that? I don't know, but nonetheless, it can't be a bad thing to help with the goal difference there. A 5-1 victory over Celta Vigo. And Real Madrid play later on today, so we'll need to check to see how they get on. And then Barcelona play tomorrow. Can we stay top of the table depending on the results they have? Let's find out, as the late games on Saturday will take place right now. And Real Madrid have lost to Athletic Bilbao, which means they'll stay 3 points behind us there. We've got a 3-point buffer to Real Madrid. That's outstanding news here. With 4 games to go, we're 3 points ahead of them. And let's see how Barcelona do tomorrow. Barcelona are away to Cadiz, so it's going to be an easier match, you'd have thought, for Barcelona than the Real Madrid game was for them. But let's see what goes on here as we advance on through the Sunday. If Barca drop points, what a weekend it would be for us. I'm not even expecting them or wanting them to lose. A draw would do us fine. We'd still be above them just by the solitary point. But let's see as we advance on through the Sunday. 6 o'clock now. This is around the time when the games take place. And Barcelona have drawn with Cadiz. Oh my goodness me. We're top of the table. We're clear at the top of the table. A point ahead of Barcelona. 3 ahead of Real Madrid. All we have to do now is win every single game to the end of the season and we'll win the league. Oh my goodness me. I did not think this would happen, but Barcelona and Real Madrid are dropping points at the end of the season. We've done that as well, but not as badly as they have. We are top of the league. Come on. Well, this is very, very exciting indeed. If we look at the schedule and we scroll right down to the bottom here, you can see we've had so many losses recently. But more importantly, a 3-0 win and a 5-1 win today puts us in prime position going into the last 4 games of the season. The next episode is against Malaga and Leganes. They're in 19th and 15th. That's surely 2 victories. It's got to be 2 victories. And certainly if we want to win this title, it's got to be 2 victories. I'm looking at that game against Osasuna on last day, which is against bottom of the table. That's got to be a victory. The game against Valencia could be the one that trips us up, so we can't afford to drop points anywhere else. Maybe if we win every game apart from the Valencia one, we can afford to drop points there. But I certainly don't want to drop points in this next episode against Malaga and Leganes. So if you're looking forward to that one, please do leave a like on the video. It really, honestly, I know I say it all the time, but it really does help us out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you don't miss an episode. You don't want to miss an episode here. And until the next one, which is those games against Malaga and Leganes, we'll see you then.